CEO of Phytomone Ltd, the creator of Pause Hydra Creme. So Jane, I believe you've got something interesting to tell us this afternoon about cosmetic cream packaging. And the title is quite provocative. You say why it can sometimes be or possibly be a waste of money buying expensive face creams. Can you explain exactly what you're talking about?
Yes, I would. I'd like to share a little bit of knowledge with you, which I don't think a lot of women know. And as regards packaging, when you buy a cream of a certain quality, when it's got the special actives in it, when it's got the antioxidants, the peptides, or even the ingredients for UVA and UVB filters, these are very, very volatile ingredients, and they oxidize. So basically, if you've got, I'll just show you here, if you've got a jar like this, when you open the lid, the air gets in, and those special ingredients, they oxidize and they become a waste of time.
But
so
some of the other products like Creme de la Mer and the Prairie, you know, they've got beautiful jars. You open the lid and it all looks and smells beautiful.
Yes.
So just explain again what's happening.
Well, basically, if you've got a cream of a high quality cream which has got all of like we've just said, the antioxidants, peptides, or whatever, they are very volatile. So you open the lid, the air hits the cream, and those actives oxidize and they become useless. So basically, within a couple of weeks, you're left with nothing more than an expensive moisturizer.
So it does take a couple of weeks to actually oxidize, and it's not instant.
It could, depending on what the formulation's like and how they're protected. So the minute it starts, literally the minute you open the jar, they start oxidizing.
The cream that you just bought, you're saying then, immediately starts to deteriorate from the moment. But what about the topping? When you normally have an expensive cream that's got special actives in it, it's airtight. It's airtight when you buy it. Then you open it up, and then it goes pop. You know, as you peel the lid off.
Of course, yes, because it's sealed. But when you open that, the jar is exposed to the air and all of the elements.
So as soon as you've removed that seal, the air can get into oxidize the ingredients, and then all that special active stuff that I've paid a lot of money for, which is obviously, you know, that's what I've paid for the cream.
Yes.
They actually decrease in potency for the moment that they go.
And you will be left with nothing more than a basic moisturizer. So unless if you're buying a quality cream which has got all of these ingredients and all of these special actives in, you must go for something like we've chosen here, an airless pump. Okay?
So yes, tell us about Pause Hydra Creme. Tell us about the outer packaging, and tell us all about it. What is that bottle? Well, it's a very heavy plastic, isn't it?
Well, it's not plastic. It's not acrylic. It's actually glass. It's a glass bottle, and it's got a pump action on the top, which makes it airtight. And you will see a lot of these airless pump dispensers, and they do protect the ingredients. However, there is still a certain amount of air that you can get into an airless pump. So when you depress the top and it comes back up again, you will get a certain amount of air in it. So I just want to quickly show you what we've actually done here, which is quite a new concept within the cosmetic industry.
So now, we're getting to see behind the scenes inside the bottle.
It doesn't look very attractive. I mean, you won't actually see this, but just so you can see, inside this bottle, we have got an airless bag. Now, if I can just show you, that's the airless bag. And you can see, I've almost finished this actually now, but basically every time you press that down, no air can get back in, and it collapses basically. So the formulation is actually protected right the way down to the very last drop. So all of those special actives that you're paying for, all of the peptides, the antioxidants, the nutrients, they will stay intact and they will be preserved. If you go for something like this, remember, the minute you take the lid off, they start oxidizing and you'll be left with nothing more than a moisturizer. So, and the thing is, the cosmetic industry know this, and they've been told, you know, how products can be affected.
Would it be fair to say that putting it into the dispensing system you have is actually also expensive?
Yes, it is. Yes, it's.
But it's worth it.
Of course it is. You're paying for a quality product, and you expect that when you buy something of this level, of this standard, you expect the quality to run all the way through. It's not just the formulation. You want to hold a nice bottle, glass bottle. You want the product to be protected, and you want it to look nice on your bathroom shelf. So you know it goes all the way.
Let me just recap.
Then.
If I'm buying my wife a face cream, for example, and it looks, the packaging, it's a jar, but it looks beautiful, and I open it up and break the seal. The moment I break the seal, that cream is now decreasing in its ability to do its job because of the oxidation.
Yes.
And
so, in a jar like this, absolutely.
Pause Hydra Creme, one of the reasons that it is slightly more expensive than others is because of this dispensing system. So I can definitely use that phrase, good to the last drop. Would that be fair to say?
Absolutely. It is protected right down to the very last. The minute you open it to the minute you finish it, it will be preserved in this unique dispensing
system. So the 100% strength you started off with is 100% strength at the very last drop of course.
Not a lot of ladies know that. They get caught up in the beautiful packaging, in the jars, and really, if you are spending that much money, then you need it to be protected. So make sure that you choose something that is in an airless pump, as we have chosen here for Pause Hydra Creme.
So Jane, just to remind everybody, where can we buy Pause Hydra Creme?
Well, it's on our website at phytomone.com, and it's also being launched in Fortnum and Mason in Piccadilly in London. So we are very proud. It's a British product, and it's an iconic store to be launching in. So we're very proud to be able to say you can buy Pause Hydra Creme from Fortnum and Mason.
Well, thanks very much for taking the time out to explain that to us all today, Jen. I'm sure that's going to be very interesting to the people watching this video. So once again, thank you very much for your time, and we will see you
next time
on the Pause Hydra Creme show next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.